The research is clear when it comes to the benefits of early childhood education for kids.
Kids who participate in a high-quality preschool program not only do better in school, but they then earn more money when they graduate. In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson shows us what your child is missing out on by not attending.
Educators say many parents think preschool is just playtime. But when you take a look at what your child is expected to know by the time they enter kindergarten, you can see why preschool is so important.
Open up that brain.
This is just now story time in Shelley Dewick's kindergarten class at Vinland Elementary.
The pig went to the sandcastle, and then she helped him be nice.
What you're hearing is a full-on discussion of the main character in the book, Pinkerton.
And we said he is what? Pink, pushy, and plump.
Students are expected to take that information and not just draw pictures or write a word, but to form and write a full sentence.
Tell me, in a sentence, Pinkerton is.
Mrs. Dewick says by the end of the school year, some of these 5-year-olds will be writing a full page. This is not what many of us experienced as kindergartners. I remember playtime, even nap time.
That doesn't happen in kindergarten anymore. Kindergarten is now what first grade used to be like. That is what the standards are.
The rigors of today's kindergarten has spawned a whole new grade, transitional kindergarten, or TK.
And then there are 4.
TK is a bridge between preschool and kindergarten.
Teacher Joanne Jones says her class has the same high standards as the kindergarten class.
Ours are at a little bit slower pace, a more developmental pace for the kids. And it's basically for kids who are a little younger. Their birthdays are between September and December. And so it gives those kids that extra measure of time in learning.
So their learning is done in a more playful environment. Their teacher using a book about gummy bears to teach some basic lessons.
They learned letters, they learned numbers, they learned quantities, they learned estimation, they learned writing skills.
Educators are working to make parents aware of this more rigorous curriculum. Principal Gay Aki says many don't know about transitional kindergarten and think it's the same as preschool.
You gotta keep turning your pieces.
They are still learning in preschool, but there is more play.
Our 4-year-olds are really young, so they might have like the ability with the academics, but a lot of times in their social emotional learning, they're just not quite there yet.
Aki says Fresno Unified has invested heavily in education for 4- and 5-year-olds, and there is a big reason why.
We know from the research that this period between 0 and 5 years old is a period of rapid brain development for children.
Hannah Norman with First 5 Fresno County says the research shows that 90% of a child's brain is developed by the time they reach kindergarten, and children who miss out on the rich experiences of early childhood education can not only end up behind, but stay behind. That learning, Norman says, can start with the parents, who are considered the first and most important teacher.
And that begins at birth. Talking, reading, singing, things that may sound so simple, just doing those things can make such a difference in building a child's vocabulary and strengthening their feeling of safety and confidence.
Well, a good preschool program, as many of us know, can cost a lot, which is why many school districts like Fresno Unified are now providing that education just as part of a regular school year for kids.
That is fantastic.
For 3- and 4-year-olds.
I mean,
Wonderful.
They've completely rethought this entire process, haven't they?
Oh, yes, they have. And I mean, you see how much kids learn by 5th grade. That's why they put so much learning in between those 2 years, between 3 and 5, because kids are learning so much at that stage.
And a lot is expected of them when they do get into the real kindergarten and 1st grade and beyond.
Right, and you
can
can tell the kids who aren't quite ready, they're still clinging to mom and not quite ready to let go. Yeah.
All right, very good.
Great story. Thanks, Juanita.
So much.
Appreciate it.